Hello, guys. Brad here again with another fragrance review. Today, I want to talk about a fragrance from the house of Heeley. This one is called Cuir, Pleine, Fleur. This is a leather fragrance, and nobody else on YouTube seems to be talking about this one, so that's pretty cool that I can be one of the first people to talk about this one on YouTube. Classified as a leather fragrance, top notes include violet leaf and bergamot, middle notes of acacia flower, avapine, and suede, base notes of vetiver, birch, and atlas cedar. So, this is a leather fragrance, and when you first smell this one after applying it, you do get a pretty noticeable leather, suede kind of a smell. But it's not a real harsh, old school, or masculine animalic leather. This one is softened up quite a bit with other notes. You got that little bit of a citrus touch from the bergamot. You do get some florals in here, some leafy green tones from violet leaf and perhaps the vetiver. So it's a very kind, very polite, easy to wear leather fragrance for both male and female people. So yeah, nice unisex leather fragrance here. I would say that if you're having a hard time finding a suitable leather fragrance, this one is certainly one to check out because, like I said, it's not too harsh and it's certainly not too feminine either. I mean, I think if you ever tried Donna Karen's Cashmere Mist, that one's pretty feminine. Of course, Dior's Leather Oud is extremely masculine. This one kind of finds a nice medium between those two extremes. Um, I can't really say if this was more masculine or feminine. I think this one is perfectly unisex. Now, different people have different takes on this one. I did see somebody say, "Oh, this one smells like Fahrenheit," and I can kind of see, "Oh, yeah, the violet leaf and the leather." And yeah, you could maybe say, yeah, a little bit like Fahrenheit, but this one is certainly not as masculine or daring as Fahrenheit. It doesn't have that petrol or gasoline note in there. Some people say it smells like a barn or stable. They say it has like a hay note in there, and I can kind of see a little bit of like that stable smell to it, but again, it's not quite as um, fecal or animalic as that, in my opinion. And then some people say it smells like the inside of a leather bag or lady's purse, and I can kind of get that too. The leather with maybe a little bit of like the feminine products inside the purse, maybe a little makeup or some perfume in there. It's a pretty good way to describe it as well. For me, though, to me, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Montserrat's Cedrat Boisé, a little bit because of the leather in there. But the citrus here is not nearly as pronounced. The bergamot here is pretty tame. So take a fragrance like Cedrat's Boisé, tone down the citrus, maybe amp up some of the greens and some of the florals, the leafy tones and florals. Kind of gives you an idea what this smells like. Perfectly suitable for a signature scent if you like leather fragrances, but are having a hard time finding something that's too um, pleasant or non offensive for work. For me personally, I would probably go with Mancera's Cedrat Boisé over this one, or maybe Land of Warriors from Vagabond Prince, something like that. This one's okay. Just didn't wow me too much. I think a lot of people would like this one if you're just looking for a good, all purpose, easy to wear, polite kind of leather fragrance. So that's pretty much my thoughts on this one. Let me get into some final scores. The smell, I'm gonna say about a 6 out of 10 for me. Smell nice, but nothing too exciting or anything. I did get one compliment from a female coworker, so that smelled good. So that was nice. But yeah, I think I can probably live without this one, but it does smell okay. Projection longevity, a lot of people say it's pretty light and close to the skin. When I wore this one at work, I pretty much just did one or two sprays on the neck, one on each arm, so I didn't go too crazy with the sprays, and it kept it as a nice, low-key leather scent for me. That's why I didn't get a lot of feedback on it, and I was fine with that because I wasn't trying to gas anybody out. Versatility, I think you can wear this one every day, all 4 seasons. The leather certainly works in the cool weather. The floral and the greens certainly work well in spring and the summer. It just has no real season attached to it, in my opinion. Uniqueness, I'll say maybe 7 out of 10. Doesn't really smell like Fahrenheit that much. Um, doesn't really smell like Cedrat Boise all that much either, but there are some similarities between those fragrances and this one. This one does its own thing with greens, florals, and leather with a little bergamot in there. Price point, if you look around hard, you can find some bottles of this one. Probably have to have it shipped from an overseas website because for some reason Lucky Scent doesn't seem to have this one. But 100 ml for about $179. A lot of people say that's a little bit pricey for what you're getting here. But if you're really a big fan of leather, just want a nice, pleasant, everyday, soft, floral leather, a little bergamot in there, some greens. This one will certainly do the job, and I think it would make a great signature scent for fans of leather, male or female. So check it out. Overall score for me, 6 out of 10. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.